into this space of healing with Harretta. I ask that you just sit back, unwind, drop those shoulders, and allow me to speak to your heart, your soul, your mind, body, and spirit. Let's enjoy this ride. Hello there, I'm back. Did you miss me? Well, I missed you guys. I just honestly needed to take a break. And during these 2 weeks off, I really was able to just ground myself and get back to me. Because what I realized is that I was going through a spiritual upgrade. And we are going to talk about that today. Yeah. It can be challenging sometimes, so I'm going to share with you guys some of the symptoms that you might experience when you are going through an upgrade. You know, over the last couple episodes, I've been talking to you guys about how we as a consciousness are upgrading and ascending. And a lot of times I feel things before other people feel them. Like, that's all I can say. Sometimes I feel the shift in the atmosphere before other people can feel it. And I just want to give a little memo that you might be experiencing some shifts come this summer, as well as into the fall and into 2025. We as human beings are changing. And then I had to sit back and reflect and think about how things have moved so rapidly. You know, I saw a question the other day online and it was like, if you were in the year of 1990, what would you tell the old version of yourself that is something that is occurring right now? And for me, I was like, video calls. We didn't think we was going to do any video calls. I mean, we saw it in the movie Back to the Future, which is one of my favorite movies. But anyway, we saw that in Back to the Future. But to literally just be able to pick up a phone, hit a button, and be able to see a loved one from anywhere in the world, time is moving fast. So us as a consciousness is moving fast as well. So I want you to be prepared. But just to give you a catch up of what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, having fun. I've been outside. The sun has been out. It is summertime. We had a little heat wave for a second there. I've been able to catch up with family and friends and just truly commune and have a good time, but also receive clarity. Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful because I believe in a couple episodes ago, I was telling you guys I wasn't feeling 100%. And I've learned as being a caregiver and a nurturer for basically my entire career, from being an STNA all the way to an RN to a holistic health practitioner and a healer. You know what I mean? I've always cared for others. So I had to learn when to put myself first and do things that I needed to. And I didn't want to break up my habit of being consistent because I was very proud of myself for sticking through with the podcast. But I was like, Retta, you really need to step away, because whenever something does not, whenever it's a passion project and it feels forced, I just can't do it. I can't go for that. No can do. I can't go for that. Y'all know that's the music selection for today by Hall and Oates, and it was released in 1981. All right, back to the pod. It doesn't sit right with my spirit, and it's just who I am. But anyway, let me share with you guys a couple things that might be occurring if you are having a spiritual awakening. And what I mean by spiritual awakening is it's just like a profound shift in your consciousness that brings a ton of different symptoms, which could be physical or emotional or psychological, even cognitive. We're going to go through several of them today. So sit back and enjoy. And again, welcome back. I truly, truly appreciate all of your support. And hopefully you are sharing the things that I share with you with a friend, but also share the pod with them. It's on all platforms. All right, here we go. So first of all, as far as physical, you might experience fatigue just out of nowhere, just feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm tired. I can't get enough rest. I'm exhausted. And that is because your body is reconfiguring its vibration. So when you're tired, it's resting for the upgrade to occur. You may also experience changes in your sleeping patterns. Whew, this was me last night, just up in the wee hours of the morning just because, and I was just so frustrated. But yeah, experiencing insomnia or waking up frequently on and off and just needing more sleep than you normally need, especially if you find yourself waking up at that 2 to 4 a.m. hour, they consider that in the spiritual world that's the connection hour where your spirit guides and angels are trying to connect with us, because that's when we have less mental chatter and distractions occurring. So they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna wake you up at 2:22 or 3:33 and you're gonna get this message, and you're just so frustrated, like, what is going on? Why am I wide awake and can't go back to sleep? You might be experiencing a spiritual awakening. Yeah. All right, some more physical symptoms that might be experiencing. Having pain and aches out of nowhere. Like the other day, I had to tell my right knee, like, hey, I need you to get it together. Why are you acting like this? But yeah, you might have pain in your neck, shoulders, or even your lower back. Now, sometimes if you have in your lower back and you feel a tense amount of pressure, it can be a Kundalini awakening. We'll have to do an episode all about that. That's quite an experience. Yeah. Anyway. All right. And you may also have like flu-like symptoms or headaches or digestive issues, which for me causes my eczema flare-ups, which I'm experiencing right now. And I'm pissed because it's summertime and my skin is jacked up. But hey, the spiritual upgrade will be worth it. So it's all right. It's okay. But also on a physical level, you might start to desire different types of foods, like a change in your diet and your cravings, or even maybe you want to fast. And you're like, I don't know, I just have a taste for fruits and vegetables, high vibrational foods, or I'm just tired of eating. I don't want to eat. I just want to drink water. Like last year, I had went 77 days without eating meat. And I was like, what in the world is going on? I did not understand why spirit I thought it was just going to be a couple days. And then it just kept going and going and going. Yeah. But I had to go through that fast of meat, which I later realized was assisting me with putting on a workshop last year that scared the hell out of me because it was something outside of my comfort zone. But the fast was worth it because it gave me the little boost of energy that I needed to persevere and get through it. So yeah, those are some of the physical things that you might experience. Again, fatigue, a little change in your sleep patterns, some aches and some pains in your body, possible flu-like cold symptoms where you got them headaches and body aches and stomach issues, and or a change in your diet. Those all could be physical symptoms that you experience when you're having a spiritual awakening. All right, now on an emotional level, child, you might feel other people's emotions more often and become so overwhelmed. And he's like, why am I sad? Why am I anxious? Why am I angry? More than likely, it don't belong to you. So one of my favorite things to do when I'm picking up on other people's emotions is that I say, I transmute all this energy to the divine, to my spirit guides, to my angels, whatever you believe in. I transmute that energy because it's not mine. So you don't have to take it on. You also may, with it related to your emotions, you might just be crying all the time for no reason. But know that the crying is cleansing and it's clearing out the old to welcome in the new. And then you might just be joyous and laughing. It's just an emotional release, you know? Yeah. Another emotional thing you might experience is increased sensitivity. And I've truly experienced this. It's just like picking up on the environmental stimuli and all of your surroundings and the atmosphere that you're in. And I felt this back in 2019 when my city, we had a tornado in that spring, like in May. And then in the summertime in August, we had a mass shooting. And my goodness, it felt so heavy and dense. So, yeah, that's when I was like, okay, this is real. Because you just feel it. You just feel it. And you're just more sensitive to a lot of things. So again, emotionally, you might have heightened emotions. You might have a release of laughing or crying. And you might have increased sensitivity related to your emotions and those of others, but also of the atmosphere. Now, psychologically, you might start reevaluating and questioning the beliefs or values or life goals that you once had. And that can be challenging for a lot of people, especially if you were like indoctrined into a certain religion. I have had clients who were in cults and they, afterwards couldn't believe that they were so deep in. But with their spiritual awakening, they were able to come out of it and really evaluate what was best for them moving forward in life. And again, with life goals, you might start it on one career path, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't want to do that no more. I'm being more called to this. That could be part of your spiritual awakening. Another, which I'm so grateful that my family and friends understand this, but yeah, a sense of isolation. Like you just don't want to be bothered. You just want to detach from family and friends and society as a whole and just desire solitude because either you don't feel like anybody will understand you or not fitting in or being afraid to talk about what you're experiencing. And you just like, never mind, nobody will understand. I'm just going to be to myself. That is a catch-22 because being by yourself, you get more of a connection with your higher self, but also those who not knowing what you're going through, it can really put a huge distance between the two. So it's okay to have solitude, but don't be in it too long because you need your people. Along with the psychological symptoms, you might experience an increased intuition and psychic abilities. Like you begin to trust yourself more and receive even more guidance and have those clairs pop off. We talked about that in one of the episodes previously. So yeah, the clairsentience, the clairaudience, the clairvoyance, all of those might start to appear. And you're like, oh my goodness, why do I know these things that I know? Along with that, you might start having even more synchronicities, whereas meaningful coincidences and sensing more meaning to the different things that are occurring in your life. Like, that happened for a reason. Yeah, those are all psychological symptoms you might have. Again, questioning your beliefs and values, as well as feel like you need a little bit more solitude and isolation from your family and friends. Increased intuition, and as well as recognizing synchronicities that come your way. Could be all signs of a spiritual awakening. Okay. What else? Cognitive symptoms. Funny, I said what else before I go into this symptom. Mind fog. I experience this often because it's like you're feeling so connected to a higher power and it causes you to feel ungrounded and you just lack concentration, or you might have forgetfulness or have periods of confusion. That happens cognitively as well as you on the other end, you have heightened awareness, where you experience this deep clarity and heightened awareness, and you just notice every single thing. Receiving downloads of information out of nowhere that has purpose related to what you or someone else is going through. So this is funny. The other day, I had a class, and the night before, I found myself looking up a herb. And I was like, why am I even, the herb came out of nowhere. I was like, why am I even looking this up? I don't even understand. But it was related to menopause. The herb it's called evening primrose oil. Okay. And it has great reviews about how it helps women who are going through perimenopause and menopause. So, hey guys, look it up for yourself if you are experiencing those kind of symptoms. But it had great reviews about how it assists with alleviating hot flashes and bringing about more balance to mind fog. Hello. And also, what was the other thing? Oh my goodness. I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, Spirit, why you have to give me mind fog while I'm recording this? Whatever. That's nor here nor there. Whatever. Moving on. It was a lady in my class who just happened to mention, like, you guys, I'm sorry. Whatever you said, I forgot, because, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going through menopause. And it just was like, ding, an aha moment in my head. Like, oh my goodness, I got this information for her. So after class, I went over and wrote it down for her. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why Spirit gave this to me, but clearly it's for you. So look into it, and maybe it will help you with the symptoms that you're experiencing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Spirit will give you messages any old kind of way, whenever, for whomever. Okay. So again, you might have cognitive symptoms where you have the mind fog that you clearly hear me experiencing, but you also might have heightened awareness for yourself or for someone else. Now, behaviorally, I talked about it last episode, how there's a change in habit. So y'all are really witnessing me experience this, and you might be experiencing it too, but you have change in habits. Like your interests begin to shift, and your behaviors, you're just seeking a change or altering your daily routine. And the need for change is very apparent because your old self is getting replaced with this upgrade. Hello. And you also might have increased compassion, like just feeling a deeper sense of compassion and empathy for others, and the desire just to help and give. And that's just universal love. So you get into that connection, and that's a behavior that we all should be experiencing. Y'all know the golden rule: do unto others as you would want done unto you. So again, behaviorally, change your habits and increase compassion. Now, lastly, spiritually, you could be experiencing a deeper connection with nature. Oh, I just love nature. I love it. I love it. That's why I'm so happy it's summer. But yeah, the funny thing is, when I was a child, I could not stand being outside for long periods of time because of the insects. It used to just bother me. I'm like, I don't like the bugs. Da, 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 da. Now, child, y'all can find me frolicking all up in the grass at any given moment, chilling in my hammock, whatever it may be. I love nature and just witnessing the peace and serenity that it provides to me and my being and my essence. All right. Also, spiritually, you might find yourself with an increased interest in spiritual practices. So it might be meditation or yoga or energy healing or chakras, whatever it is, crystals. You just might find yourself with a desire to try something new, so it can be a further connection to your higher self. And lastly, spiritually, you might just have a deeper sense of purpose, a mission in your life. And of course, often it's helping others, because that's what we're here to do, is help others and contribute to the greater good of all of us. So yeah, you might have an aha moment that'll give you more meaning to your life. So again, spiritually, you might be experiencing a deeper connection with nature, wanting to try some new spiritual practices to connect with your higher self, and a deeper sense of purpose. So I hope this was helpful for you, and that you can utilize these symptoms. And if you're experiencing any of these, you can give me a little shout out, ask me a question, email me, whatever it is. And I have been through all of them. So I can give you some insight on how to push through, but more than anything, it's only temporary. Okay. Like, I had to take these 2 weeks off so I can go through some of this stuff, but I'm so excited because the other day somebody saw a picture of me. They was like, "You are glowing." And I'm like, "You notice? Okay, good. Yes, I am glowing because I've been going through some things, but I know at the end of the day, it's going to be so worth it." So again, continue to push through, continue to evolve, continue to grow, because we as a people, we change you for the greater good, and it's going to be worth it. All right, y'all. On that note, I'm out. And until next time, peace.